welcome to Really Relatable with Tara and Alexis. We have a great show lined up for you today. We're so excited that you guys have tuned in to hear what we have coming up and what's going on.
Yes, absolutely. Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in, as Tara just said. I feel like I need to be in like a little bit more of like a weird or a bubbly mood, or otherwise I will not survive how dreary and disgusting it has been outside for the last week.
I know. We've got another week of it coming up.
Ugh. Well, thank you, and shout out to our sponsors, Caribou Coffee, for always supporting us in our small business give back, and also, of course, in your North title.
Okay, so we have a small business that you want to talk about today?
Yeah,
Yes.
My small business is one of my favorite restaurants that we have here in Green Bay. It is called Rustique Pizzeria. They are over in the Howard-Suamico area, and I regularly make Michael take me there specifically for their pesto fries.
Well, we're French fry people.
I love my
Right.
French fries. You get a salad, and then you can just be a little bit bad and get your side of French fries.
But their pizzas are awesome.
Their pizzas are amazing. In the back that you're able to see how they're making your pizza, when they're making your pizza. But I absolutely love their entire menu just as is. I was sitting there and I was reading it one time, and I was reading some of their appetizers that they have.
Yeah.
And I was recognizing, I think at one point they took it off the menu actually, but they had yuca fries at one point, and they had empanadas, and they had all of these like Hispanic inspired foods, but not just Hispanic. There was Cuban things.
Yeah.
Very Cuban things. And I ended up finding out that the original cook that they brought in order to create their entire menu was actually from Cuba. So it's the mix of the pizza and the wood fire and the environment, and then I get my little bit of Cuban flair in there. I love it.
Yeah, last time I was there, I had a Cubano sandwich.
Yes,
with the
I just had
plantains.
that one.
Yeah, and then they have the plantains. So
Yes,
good.
I know. I
So
love
good.
that one. That with all the pulled pork.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But the building too, it's like an old church. So this building, when you walk in, it's a big old converted church. So from the outside, it looks like someplace you'd go to like get married.
Yeah.
Like for those cute weddings that they have. And then you walk inside and it's this amazing like pizzeria. It's so good.
I know. And they have really, really good, I think it's like a jalapeno. I'm pregnant because it's leaving my mind right now. But whenever I go there, I get this, I think it's like a jalapeno mango or pineapple type of margarita. It's so stinking good. And they have a really good array of wines. And so they are typically really full. They end up booking up really, really quick, and they are constantly busy because they are genuinely that fantastic. But they have a really cute little bar area where you can go up, you can enjoy a drink. I mean, and they are kid friendly too. So if we ever have to go on a wait, that's one of those places that I never really shy away from having to wait too much, because you can just go inside and it's just nice and cozy, and you can grab yourself a drink and the time flies by.
Yeah, they're very tied to the community too. I've been to a lot of events where they bring their food truck and they pop it up and they sell pizzas at like nonprofit events, and you can hire them. Yeah, so I like
catered them for my back at home wedding actually.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, because we had gotten married in Key West, and then we had our back at home reception, and like the first place that I said that I wanted was Rustique.
Yep.
So good.
That's awesome.
So if you are, if you find yourself in the Green Bay area, or if you are a local that has never made your way all over to the
Far west side.
to the far west side, it's definitely worth it. It's over by Vickery Village in that area.
So I know we like to talk about aspiring stories, and I want to tell our audience and our listeners a little bit about our own inspiring story, because we don't really talk about our company a lot and kind of what we do and why we do it. Like this podcast has been kind of like a fork in the road that we took with our company to continue to build like what we're doing and kind of get that community involvement continued at a different platform.
Yep.
So what better way to kind of share a little bit more about us than to use this podcast for that? So the inspiring story this week is 10% of our gross profits go back to the community, but we let the clients choose. So that's been really fun. It's like something that becomes very intentional. It's not what we care about, it's what they care about. And it's not just us, it's our agents. So our entire company's philosophy has been, we don't want to be alone in this effort. We want anybody that's working here to be a part of the effort. And I feel like it's brought some pretty amazing people into our doors.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, just watching all of our clients, everybody that's involved with all of the transactions, watching our agents being able to interact with them and loving being able to interact with them. I mean, that right there is what inspires me. It's bringing everybody together.
Yeah. And so quarterly, we have an opportunity to do that because we do a big community give back party.
Yes, we do.
And those funds come not just from our legacy company, but it also comes from the agents. So all the agents that are working here are like-minded. They donate 5%, like we donate 5%. Our company matches their give. And so we do a 10% gross donation. So this quarter, we had 22 closings to celebrate.
Yes.
And a couple extra because they couldn't be at the party before. And every time this party happens, whenever you throw a party, how everybody has their own fears. Like one of my fears is, and it's an unreasonable fear, is I'm going to throw a party and people won't show up.
Oh God, that is constantly my fear.
Right? Like,
or even just, I want to be able to throw a party. Do I have enough people to be able to add to my list to make it worth anybody's while to come and join?
Right. And so I'm like, okay, well, we're going to have this party and we're going to have flowers and we're going to have the most amazing food from a local caterer.
Yes.
We're going to
shout out Kim Zimmerman.
Yep. We're going to have our music on in the background and just hoping all these people that we've invited have come. And boy, did they come. They turned out. We had probably shy of 80 people, maybe somewhere in there. But the coolest part was we gave away just shy of $20,000.
Yes. Every single quarter, that number keeps on growing because the number of transactions that we're able to pull through the company continues to grow because our agents are just flourishing.
Yeah,
they are doing such amazing work with the clients, with the community, involving the nonprofits once the transaction's gone through. I mean, it's just, I love what we've created.
I know. It's been, so I stood around that room and I teared up when I was talking to the staff ahead of time because we had a new agent start, which is so phenomenal. And we got to introduce her to the team 20 minutes before this party started. We're like, hey, let's celebrate with a new agent. And so she got to see like really kind of the big celebration at the end of all the hard work. So she comes in at a super cool time because she gets to see like the fruits of it and is also inspired. So I am continually inspired by these agents that we're pulling in around us, the support staff that we have, and of course the nonprofits and then the supporters in the community that are coming in these doors because those funds were then given to, I think we had 18 or 17 different nonprofits received because some were chosen twice.
Yep.
A lot of pets. A lot of rich pets around here now. Like there's a lot of beautiful collars being bought or something. I can't believe how much money we give to animal sanctuaries.
My goodness. Yeah. So we gave away to the Animal Sanctuary of Green Bay. We gave back to Lucky Dog 7 Rescue. We gave back to Safe Haven Pet Rescue. And then we also gave back to Happily Ever After. There was 4 that were geared towards animals.
Yep. And then the party before it was Wild and Free. And then the Trout Fest Salmon
I was just about to name
the Wild River
something about the Wolf River.
Wolf River salmon people. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh.
But
yes. So anyways, I guess that's a good problem that we're having is that we're forgetting the name of the nonprofits because truly like there are so many nonprofits around Green Bay that deserve the support and the love and the recognition for what it is that they're doing that they're passionate about and wanting to spread the passion and the love for. So, I mean, I love it. It's getting to meet so many more people too.
It is. And I think it's a perfect opportunity to have a guest on the show today that is one of our own who is so supportive of every piece that we are doing here at this company and continues to inspire us. I know she inspires me all the time, every day.
She makes our office go round.
Yes. So Erin, we're going to talk to her in just a little bit.
Just like this podcast, Really Relatable, Caribou Coffee is high quality, the pep in your step that you need while being down to earth and staying true to who they are.
That midday pick-me-up that can come from the yummy handcrafted Caribou Coffee, all while listening to the Really Relatable podcast with the relatable doses of real-life humor, women in business, reality, and so much more.
Caribou Coffee is that warm hug and good feeling you want when life seems crazy and you need a quick escape and maybe a dose of caffeine.
Caribou Coffee is committed to supporting small business and nonprofits in the communities they're brewing in.
Erin, yoo-hoo, family. Hello.
Yoo-hoo.
Welcome in. Thank you for sitting with us. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm doing good. We're all doing good. Like I said, you got to keep the spirits up on these dreary days.
Yes. This weather is just kind of, ugh.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You've got a bubbly personality. You're bringing sunshine in here every day, so it's fine.
Thanks.
Feels a little brighter.
I try.
in here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Erin, you are, I always refer to you as kind of like the heart of our company because there are so many different things that Tara and I, at our core of when we created Legacy, we had like all of these great ideas and we did that the ready, fire, aim idea where it's just like we knew what we wanted to do and we knew where we wanted to be, but we just kind of like ran into it. We're just like, okay, we're going to figure out the pieces as we go.
And that's fine.
And we were conducting business and we were closing deals and that's great, grand and wonderful. But there were a lot of things that were kind of like overseen, not overseen, but kind of like overlooked. That's the correct
Not
term.
important details at the time.
Yeah. Like all of our, like the organization stuff, the back end office stuff. And that's the stuff that truly makes our office go round. And it's what makes Legacy, like the wheels turn without the squeak.
Yeah, right?
And that is you.
And I love all things like that.
Yeah, you do. The second that you said that you were a type A personality, I was just like, yes, you need to be our office administrator.
I think it's every single morning you're probably maybe one of the first texts I get of the day to the group, which is unusual. So and honestly, that is unusual for real estate companies. So like here we're like a family.
We're constantly connected.
Yeah. So we have a group text that gets changed constantly now because now we have a new agent that we have to add to it. And we're constantly reminding people, use the new group chat. But we have a group chat. And every morning, Erin's the very first one on there. Good morning.
Sunshine, butterflies, and rainbows.
Oh my gosh. So it's going to be a great day. I'm like, is it Erin? I haven't even had my coffee yet. But
I'm probably 2 cups in at that point. Thus why I have the bubbly personality.
Oh my
Rewind
God.
like an hour.
Probably
before.
have your makeup done, your hair done, you're all dressed and dolled and ready to go. And a couple
I am
coffees
100% that mom that's like drop off, like sweats, hair up, hot mess, and then at pick up is like, hey, like all put together because then I go home and put
like the
myself together.
extreme makeover.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I feel like when I'm actually dressed and ready for the day at drop off, Marley's teachers look at me like, so what do you have going on this morning?
I actually just had this conversation with my kids because any day that I get up and get ready, they're like, oh, what's going on today? Do you have something? Do you have to be somewhere? And I'm like, I just thought I brushed my hair today. Is that okay?
It's brushing.
It's, it's fine.
I can take care of me too,
Yeah.
kids.
Exactly. And they don't think of that.
You know what, though? There is definitely a mental thing to getting up, getting ready, doing your hair, doing your makeup, putting on a cute outfit. Like, even if you don't have much to do that day, like just doing that puts you in such like a good mindset. Maybe that's why I'm in a really good mood today.
Could be. Or maybe you're just happy to see us.
Yeah,
Could be
that too. I love you guys.
Could be because Baxter's here
Baxter.
That's true.
with the lights and the microphones where we get to hear ourselves.
Yeah.
Like the best day of the week.
Yeah, true. Very true.
I sound
Surround
so smart.
sound.
I sound so smart in these. So amazing. It's fantastic.
So, Erin, tell us a little bit about just your journey of just in general. What brought you to Legacy first? Where were you before? And all the fun details.
Make sure to include the stalking part.
Okay, I definitely will.
Okay.
I have kind of done a little bit of everything. I was a hairstylist for years, had babies and stayed home with them, was probably my best way to go about it when my husband's work schedule. So we did that. And then I went back to what I actually went to college for, which was child development, and taught 4K for quite a few years. And then the lovely C word came, and COVID kind of changed everything. It kind of changed my mind frame on things, and just the availability of really not being able to be there for my kids. And I guess the biggest wake-up call for me is when we were home during COVID, my kids saying, "Mom, you're so happy. You're so much happier now." Like, I wasn't stressed and I wasn't bringing home hours of work, and just weighed down by the heaviness of what education has kind of become. And then I had a little stint where I worked somewhere else in between, and how it actually came to be here was we had a Christmas party for the fire department. Tara and I's husbands work for Green Bay Fire Department. And we came here and I was like, oh my gosh, this space is gorgeous. Like, fell in love with it. But also just hearing the message Tara telling us about the Give Back program and kind of what had started. And I was like, that's really cool. I really love being involved and giving back to the community and being part of that. And it just kind of stuck in my head for a little bit. And I was in the process of thinking where kind of I wanted to be next and just wasn't really finding my niche where I was working. So that's when the stalking began.
I love
That's
that.
when it began. It's like, hey, just wondering if you've got something.
You got any openings for us? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
We need so much help.
Don't know how we're going to pay you, but yes.
That's
for
exactly
sure.
that's exactly what we said to her. Like, yes, we need your help. Are you okay for working for free?
And my husband in his spreadsheet said no.
The spreadsheet.
Oh, he
No.
loves it.
I absolutely love how you fit into our mold. And I mean, being in real estate and just the way that we run our company, we're very involved with each other. We're very communicative. We're very upfront and personal with everything that we do. And I mean, even just your background, having been in early childhood education, I mean, you're not that kind of person that can be sat behind a computer and just work in a little cubicle all day long. So I think I'm really, really glad that you were able to join us and that you were able to continue doing something that brought you joy, but just in a completely different approach.
And that's so it. I kind of giggle sometimes. My kids will be like, you're so happy. You love this. Like my daughter, Braylee, she's 11. She'll be 12, going on 20 soon. And she loves coming here. She absolutely loves it. And she loves you too. And she is always like, they're so beautiful, Mom. They're so cool. And like, just like on a pedestal. And I'm like, yeah, aren't they? Isn't it cool that I get to work with them? Like, am I cool? And she's like, yeah, they're really cool, Mom. And like kind of looks away and I'm like, sweet. So fun.
That's her job. Her job is to do that to you.
Well,
Kids'
and-
jobs are to be little, can't say
teenage
it.
years.
Little a-holes, little bees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But just seeing, women-owned company and her seeing that. We were cleaning her room yesterday and she's like, I want to be inspired today. And I was like, okay, sweet. What are you going to do? And she went and put on the Really Relatable podcast on Alexa. And I like fought the tears. And she's like, I think it's really cool that you're part of that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like hearing that was pretty cool.
And you texted both of us that yesterday, and I think I responded with, it's like, I cannot believe how much our children notice, listen, and hear.
100%.
And then respond in their own way.
Yep.
They're always listening. Like when we don't think they are, they totally are. They always know what's going on.
Always. Well, maybe your kids. My kids
Yeah.
make it very, very known. I'll be on one side of the room and then like Mila will be on the completely opposite side of the room and I'll think that she can't hear me and she'll be like, Mom, what are you talking about over there? Something about, dogs? Like, Mila, none of your business.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say those words, Mom.
Yeah. I can always hear you when you're saying that. But when you're saying something you want them to hear,
Yeah, never.
magically, they just don't have the
No,
ability to
they
hear.
get that too. They get that too. They soak it all in.
Oh, yeah.
They just have to
definitely.
pick and choose what they like to apply.
That is
So
very
what do you
true.
find inspires you in life? Because I know one of the big reasons you wanted to come work here, or what you've shared, and I think we've seen a definite change in you, which has been amazing to kind of see you flourish and grow from like that first like hesitant steps of like, what am I getting into? How do I do this? I don't know anything about real
Or
estate.
like, can I take the reins on this? Can
Yeah.
I go in this direction?
Yeah.
Are you okay with me doing this? We're just like, my God, Erin, yes, you're amazing. Just go.
Yes, go run, take it and run. So what continues to motivate you and push you in that way?
I think just seeing all the agents here, seeing you two literally take over the world. Like it is constantly amazing to see just everyone and how the support for each other. Seeing you two start this business, grow it, and see where it's at today is phenomenal. And just literally the support here. I don't want to say that I've never been supported before in a position, because I have, but maybe not the real me. I don't know that I ever had a chance to really find that confidence and find myself and what made me want to grow and be a better person in the work industry. And I feel that here. Like you said, we always are texting and we have our staff meetings weekly. And you will never see someone at our staff meeting or when we're together or anywhere not smiling. Like, we just are such a great group that builds each other up. And I didn't know what to expect in the real estate industry, just because it is a more of an individual type industry. I didn't know if it would be that family feeling, or if it would be kind of more just like, you're doing your thing. And that's totally not the case. I love that. And again, the give back, it just literally makes my heart burst. I cannot say enough about it.
So, and that's the other thing too, we like to talk to our guests about, is our give back kind of just segues so beautifully into that, because we always say, like, what is a nonprofit that you care about? You know, because we always like to care about what the people around us care about. Like, we have our own things that we chase and the own things that we support. But for a staff perspective, like, what's your favorite nonprofit in the area? What is
my favorite nonprofit is one that my husband and I were a part of. It's something called Colton Skewer. It's local to the area. It was started by Tara and Jeff Steinhorst, and it was in honor of their little guy who unfortunately lost his battle with cancer. And they started this in honor of him, being able to give back to families who would take that journey down to Children's, or would be in Madison or Wausau, wherever may be the case, taking their child for treatment, helping them with their monthly bills, because it is expensive. Not only the medical bills, but you're paying for sitters for your other kids. You're paying for treatment. You're paying for hotel stays, food, all of the things. And it is astronomical. Yeah, it is insane when you sit down and you speak with these families of what they go through, more so than what you would think of having a child who's sick. And, you know, my husband and I have a child who's going through medical needs and has had a really rough couple years, and the stress it has put on us is nothing compared to what these families go through. It is heartbreaking. And this foundation raises money so that they can help those families with monthly gift cards for gas, for groceries, for hotel stays, things like that. And it is amazing to be able to give back. I know that there's multiple fundraisers they do to give back, but one of my favorite things was every year we did this Christmas tote bag giveaway. So it was one of those big, 31 bags, those big utility ones that everyone had. And then, you had your name embroidered on, and thought you were so cool.
Like a Santa bag?
Yeah. It was just like super, everybody had them. We would fill those with everything you can think of and give it to kids down in Children's. So there would be coloring books, there would be clothes, jammies, really soft hats, because that's super important, because nerve endings are really exposed and it can be really hard on the skin. Different things to do to keep them busy in the hospital. And then we would always take one thing off their wish list, a bigger item, whether it was like a PlayStation or a TV, things that the cancer units needed so that the kids had something to do. So we would give back to that. And then we would get cookies and cake and have like a little Christmas party. And it was that just a couple of minute escape that these kids and these families need.
That sense of normalcy.
Yeah.
Like, this is what healthy families do to celebrate the Christmas holiday, and let's bring that to them.
And it's something so small that they don't get. And it's even just having a cup of cocoa.
Yeah.
With other people, like, it's just something so small, and just to be able to be part of that was a memory I will never ever forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's amazing when you do something outside of yourself and you don't even realize the impact that it has on you, actually. Yeah. It almost, you have to watch it becomes not selfish.
Yeah.
And that it continues to stay selfless, because the high that you sometimes get just from serving others keeps you motivated and keeps continuing. And we see you that here in our role. Your role here is the same. Like, I think that you feed off of like being able to help others.
Yeah, I think
we
so.
can
It's
see
like your
that.
love language.
100%.
Yeah.
And my kids see that, and that's huge. I mean, I have a 15, 13, and 11-year-old. I had to think about that for a minute. And just seeing them and their giving hearts is huge. I mean, them wanting to get involved in things in school and outside of school, and all they want to do to give back is so amazing. And again, they're sponges. They hear everything, they see everything, and they learn from that. And I think that is something that, if I can give my kids anything, to give them a giving heart, that means more to me and my husband than anything.
Yeah, our sponsor, actually, Caribou Coffee, is the same. They also want to give where they can. And because you chose Colton's Cure, it's called, correct?
Yep.
So the next time they have a staff meeting, they get a free box of coffee and some treats for their next staff meeting on behalf of Caribou Coffee.
Yes, amazing.
yeah.
And we are saying that more as for our listeners to be able to know where the coffee is being directed to. But Erin, you are going to be making that connection on your own, which can make it a little bit more special too.
That's amazing. And I know they'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
So before we let you go, we have a little game that we want to play with you.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Okay. So we play a game with our guest.
We're switching it up.
Yep. And for every answer that you get correct, will become worth money that we will donate quarterly to.
So I will keep tally.
Yeah, so we're going to keep tally.
Okay.
And all of our guest tallies are going to be added together, and we're going to donate funds based on the right amount of answers.
That's amazing.
Okay. So we are going to give you 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
You're going to get 30 seconds.
And we're going to go back to
Let me get my timer out.
my favorite topic, mine and Tara's favorite topic of birds.
Yep. Birds. And you get, we're not even going to give you a letter.
No.
You just have to name
As many
birds as you can.
And how much time do I have?
Actual, and Erin, these have to be real birds.
Yeah.
You can't make things up. Okay.
What did I say?
Okay.
I thought I was going to
Ray J's not a bird.
Ray J
RJ is not a bird.
Darn it.
Okay.
So don't go off on my tangent.
Get as many as you can. Okay, ready? You get 30 seconds. On your mark, get set. Go.
Birds.
Cardinal, finch, blue jay, sparrow. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of anything? Parrot, does that count?
I was going to say
Yeah,
tropical
parrots.
girl.
Parrot's a bird.
Parakeet, toucan, a flamingo. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sand crane.
Flightless
Oh, sand crane. Where'd you pull that from?
They're in Howard Swamp.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Cranes. Mila loves them. Okay, keep going.
Oh, okay. I see them in my backyard all the time. What are they? A robin.
Okay, stop.
Crow.
Okay.
Crow.
Crow. Crow.
1,
Crow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got,
You got
10.
10. Woo!
$10.
Yeah.
Yay.
$10.
I could have done more if I would have been more focused.
$10 being added to our pot for the next quarter.
Yay.
Being able to give away to a
job.
nonprofit.
I'm excited. Yay. I get to give a little bit of my bird knowledge, I guess.
Sandhill cranes. That's so funny that you said that. Yes, they are all over Howard Swamico. Every single time that I'm dropping the girls off at school, whether or not we're in our neck of the woods, they're in De Pere too.
Are they?
Honestly. Yeah.
Oh.
Mila will see them like in a field far away, kind of like her dad will be like, deer. Mila's deer is Sandhill cranes.
Oh my gosh, they're everywhere.
Oh, yeah. So Glenn's mom and father, who passed away, obviously before he passed away, because he was there for this, but they were in the vehicle and their job was to go around and count sand cranes.
Why?
Up when they lived in Ashland, Wisconsin.
Were they like an endangered?
I don't have any idea. I'm like,
How did you not say eagle, by the way?
Yeah, eagle.
It didn't come to me. I was thinking of like little birds I see when I'm sitting on the patio, like, because our neighbors have like an insane amount of birdhouses in their backyard. It's kind of creepy.
Oh.
So there's always birds.
They're going to hear this,
I don't know. They're a little elderly.
Hey, birdhouses are really cool. I can
like
tell you
birdhouses.
that my grandpa had a thing for birdhouses. Like you go to any property that he ever owned and he has like not just like your typical tiny little birdhouse. Like they're like these bird like castles.
Nice.
And they're just like these big, huge things. Like there's this one that was like thousands of dollars. He ended up like winning at an auction. And I think he actually has like a couple of those because he liked the guy so much. And he has some that's out at the farm and he has some that's at his house. And he has a bunch over at that property that was his on Last Dauphin. But he had like this thing for birdhouses. I don't know why.
Very cool.
Birds are a cool
are
thing, I
thing,
guess.
I get it.
And you
Yeah.
won $10.
Hey,
All right.
off of the birds.
$10 hair.
Thanks for being here, Erin.
Thanks for having me.
Today's small business giveaway is proudly sponsored by Near North Title. Remember Near North Title for the most ethical and transparent title and escrow needs for Northeast Wisconsin.
Not to mention, they are a fun group of powerful and beautiful businesswomen and mamas. We thank all of the amazing ladies at Near North Title.
I love that you said Erin was like the heart of our company
Yeah, she is.
because she is. Mm-hmm. Like you just said.
She makes our company go round. She is the heart of what it is that we do. There's no way that we would be able to continue to grow in the way that we are growing without the love and support of our Erin.
I know. And she's like so good about like, oh, it's such and such's birthday today, or hey, congrats on this closing. You know, she's like our little cheerleader. So
she's
it's nice
like
to have.
that person that I always have had the intention to be, you know, the like always wanting to write the thank you notes and the like handwritten birthday cards that I made on my Cricut because I have one and I never opened it. But like that's Erin. Erin is literally like the person that like I've always wanted to be. And she's like at the heart and center of our company. It's the most perfect fit.
Yeah, I'm glad she was on our show today because I think it also gives people an extra little glimpse into who our company is, why we do what we do, and they get to see the fruit of it right in front of them, which is really fun to see.
Yeah,
I love her nonprofit that she chose too.
I know that was one that I had heard about, but you know, not to say that it gets lost in the mix, but that's why exactly we do what it is that we do. We're constantly asking the individual who is their favorite nonprofit so that we can be reminded or introduced to one that we might have forgotten about or not know about. And then same goes for our clients. Like they don't necessarily care what we care about. We want to be able to care about what they care about. And that's what's going to make the greatest impact. And it's going to spread the wealth the most.
Yeah. And it's so much more like real that way. You know, it's not just like, oh, you're giving to this one big group that's going to divvy your money out. It's made with, like we said, such intention.
Yeah.
And I love seeing the fruits of that happen right in front of us as we watch our employees and our staff just grow into better people, and they make us way better people.
Oh, totally.
And that says a lot. So
yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, that is it for our episode today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not forget to like, comment, or share for your chance to be able to enter our small business giveaway for Rustique Pizzeria. You can win yourself a gift card and bring your significant other or whomever you want, just on a quick little date.
right. And until next time, remember to always stay
Really relatable.